Hello guys. Hello. Hello world. Okay. I'll be able to have my vlog number 4. Okay. When I was doing my vlog number 3, it was not yet finished because it was only cut to 13 minutes. But actually, when I did it, about 40 minutes too long. But then it was recorded only 13 minutes. Never mind. Okay, now I'll be able to talk about fire prevention and fire protection. Okay, but before going that, so we need to know and we need to define what is a fire. Okay, what is a fire? Okay, so a fire, it is a rapid oxidation of material in a chemical process of combustion. Combustion, okay, that typically give off smoke and light. Okay, the light in the form of flame. Okay, and then that is very bright light like that. Such is the process of combustion and burning like that. And it could be also a process in which substances chemically combine with oxygen from air ignition source to give, again, light, smoke, and heat, like that. Okay, so that we will understand better with fire tetrahedron. There are two basic theories for that. But what is usually explained in it was never discussed the fire tetrahedron. Okay, tetrahedron, tetra meaning four, right? Tama ba? Yes, four, tetra. Okay, okay. So fire triangle, so three lang siya. So fuel, oxygen, and heat like that. So I need to draw so that you will understand properly because we are dealing with fire prevention. Okay, like that. Okay, let me just try to draw it out. Draw it out. Illustrate for you like this. Actual. Okay, what time is it already? Oh, 3 minutes already. My God. Okay. So we have here like this. Okay. So like that. Equilateral triangle. Yes. Three sides are equal. Equilateral triangle. Ganun ba? Okay. So this is oxygen. Okay. Oxygen, fuel, and heat. Okay. Three components are okay. Oxygen, fuel, and heat. Okay, so these are three components. Okay, eliminating one of the components, there will be no fire occurring. Fire doesn't start. Okay, so the center will be the fire prevention. Okay, or the prevention. Okay, center will be the prevention. Okay, as you can see, the corner of the three components doesn't connect. Okay, so the prevention is being inserted. So fire will not occur. Okay, as you can see with the drawing, it doesn't overlap, right? Okay, the prevention is in the center. Okay, so what is the main goal of fire prevention? Okay, the main goal is to educate the employee and the public to take precautions, okay, how to prevent potentially harmful fires and so that we will be educated how to survive fires in the workplace or any fire occurrences like that. Okay, it's the main goal. So fire prevention for so many steps that can prevent fire from occurring. Occurring means occurrence. It means it doesn't start yet. It means it doesn't spread yet. So that means it involves steps that can prevent fire from occurring. I'm not saying fire from spreading. I'm not saying fire from starting because it's already starting, it's already spreading. So that's another thing that is protection already. So I am here in fire prevention. So the important in fire prevention is really the elimination, one of the components of the fire triangle. Okay, like that. So that is fire prevention. Okay, let's connect that with the OSHA standard for the fire prevention. So we have a specific standard for that in general industry. Okay, 29 CFR 1910.39. That's fire prevention plan. Okay, that every employer, okay, shall identify the fire hazards, assess the risks, and should have a written fire risk assessment. Okay, and then the company was pushed to list down all the fire hazard sources like that. Okay, so that is really under OSHA standard 29 CFR 39 fire prevention plan. Okay, CFR stands for Code of Federal Regulation, by the way. Okay, like that is fire prevention. Okay, that's already fire prevention, and then we go to the fire protection. So this fire protection, okay, what are the main goals for this? Anybody? Okay, so the goals are the following. Okay, we need to prevent fire from starting, okay, or from spreading, okay, like that. And we need to prevent the loss of life in case of fire that will be starting and spreading, okay. And then we need to confine the fire in its origin, fire prevention and fire protection. So under fire protection, we have also the one of the examples are the firefighting, okay, firefighting system. We have the firefighters for that. Okay, it's under fire protection because fire are already there. Okay, and then they need to stop and extinguish the fire. Okay, so what is the purpose of firefighting system as an example of fire protection system? Okay, purpose we have four. Okay, to save life and property. Okay, to isolate the fire and confine the fire. Okay, to extinguish the fire. But of course, you need to locate the fire first before doing that. Okay, like that. So if you are firefighters, you have a basic knowledge on the fire tetrahedron or fire triangle. Okay, but the fire tetrahedron is more comprehensive. Okay, because okay, I will draw the fire tetrahedron. Okay, I will give you later the knowledge that is very important for the firefighters. Okay, like this. We have the um, we have here the oxygen. Okay, oxygen like that. The fuel, the oxygen. Okay, like that, and then there's a fire here, like that. Okay, then we have the chain reaction, like that. Okay, the heat and the chain reaction, like this. And chain reaction. Chain reaction is a chemical reaction. Okay, this is a process of reaction. Okay, rapid oxidation. Okay, the chemical process of combustion and chemical reaction. Okay, this one. This one. Okay. Okay, we have the oxygen, we have the fuel, we have the heat, and we have the chain reaction or the chemical reaction. So the three are combined with each other, and there's a chemical reaction or chain reaction. In a fire triangle, it was not discussed there. As you can see, it's only prevention of the three components. So fire tetrahedron is the more comprehensive one. And then it involves there, okay, the steps for the firefighting system. The first is we need to removal of the fuel. Removal of the fuel. So the firefighters must know this. Okay, removal of the fuel. Okay, and this is called starvation. Okay, like that. Removal of the fuel. Number two, we need to exclude or limit the oxygen. Excluding or exclude or limiting the oxygen so that there will be no rapid oxidation because your oxygen is already less. Okay? Limiting the oxygen. And then number three, we need to cool, COOL, cooling. So the heat will be cold, of course, so that the fire will stop slowly by slowly. So that is cooling number three. Okay. And number four, we need to interrupt or by interrupting the chain reaction. Okay. So four, basic knowledge of firefighting system. Okay. Or let's say these are the steps. Okay. First, we need to remove the fuel in the starvation process. Second, we need to exclude or limit the oxygen. Okay, so that there will be no rapid oxidation. Third, we need to cool down the heat cooling process. Okay, and then the last will be interrupting the chain reaction or the chemical reaction between the three components. Okay, that. So this is the firefighting system. So this is under fire protection. Okay, like that. So fire prevention and fire protection like this. Okay. Now we go to the types of fires. Under fire protection, types of fire, not types of fires. It could be classes of fires. Classes of class A, okay, class B, class C, class D, and class K. Yeah, this is the classes of fire. So in each class of fire, there will be an appropriate firefighting equipment for that, or fire extinguishers. Okay, so the manual fire suppression system. Those are under the type of manual fire suppression system. So those are portable or handy. You can use that. Okay, to stop. Because there are also automatic fire suppression system. Those are the fire alarm control panel, the smoke detector, the carbon monoxide system, detector like that, blah blah blah, the FM200, the sprinkler system, automatic. Those are automatic fire suppression system. But we are talking of manual fire suppression system. So meaning to say, we can do it manually, okay, by using the fire extinguisher. We can stop it immediately like that. Okay, so class A, combustible fire. Okay, so fires caused by the wood, the plastics. Okay, uh, what else? Cartoon papers, combustible materials. Okay. Class B, we have flammable liquids or flammable gases. Fires. Okay. Flammable liquids and flammable gas fires. Class C, okay, energized electrical fires. Okay, like that. Electrical fires or energized electrical fires. Fires, sorry. D, we have the combustible metallic fires. Okay, such as sodium, copper, iron, like that. Okay, and K, it doesn't stand for potassium in a periodic table. Class K, because K is the symbol of, okay, like that for potassium. Okay, like that. Okay, K is for kitchen fires. Kitchen fires. So the animal and fats cooking oils like that. Okay, in the fast food. So like that. Okay. So the fire extinguishers needed for class A could be a water fire extinguisher or the DCP, trichemical powder. Okay. For the flammable liquids and gases, we have the DCP. DCP is dry chemical powder for extinguisher. Okay. We have the DCP. It could be also extinguished by CO2. Okay. And the foam fire extinguisher. So three. Okay. And class B could be extinguished by dry chemical powder, carbon dioxide, and foam fire extinguishers. For class A, it can be extinguished by water, okay, like that. Okay. So class C, that is electrical fires, okay, DCP and CO2 only. Okay, DCP and CO2 only. Okay, for class D, okay, we have DCP. Okay, DCP, metallic DCP. Okay, and for the class K, wet chemical fire extinguishers. Example, potassium bicarbonate. Okay, the ingredient, the chemical content is the potassium bicarbonate. K bicarbonate. So add KHCO3. Okay, like that. KHCO3, potassium bicarbonate. So the balance is -1 and +1 with potassium combined as potassium bicarbonate. Okay. Wet chemical fire extinguisher for class K fires, kitchen fires, cooking oils, animal fats and oils, like that, burning in the fast foods, kitchens, like that. Okay, so these are the classes of fires and its equivalent fire extinguishers used. Okay, this is it. Okay, we now have the fire prevention and we have the fire protection. Okay, when we speak about fire protection, it is, because our title for today's vlog is fire prevention and fire protection. It is a combination of processes, okay, processes, right, and safety, fire safety equipment that can be used to protect and defend the properties of the companies and to save lives. So combination of processes and fire safety equipment, okay, to prevent, to protect the company properties, okay, to save lives like that. Okay, processes talaga siya and equipment. And now we go to the fire risk assessment because it is very important also. Fire risk assessment. Okay. So these are all under fire prevention and fire protection is under for fire prevention safety. Okay. Okay. The fire prevention safety. So what we need to know is fire prevention safety. I have no Manila paper. I cannot discuss properly. I have no visual aid. I have no, the PowerPoint slides. Okay, like that. For fire prevention safety, what we need to know is first, we need to know the fire hazards. Number two, the associated fire risks. And number three, we need to conduct the actual fire safety inspection in which we will be using the fire inspection safety checklists. Okay, after the fire safety inspection, we can come up to the written fire risk assessment. So in short, the fire hazards, fire risks, and then the fire safety inspection, using the checklist, fire inspection checklist, are prerequisites of the fire risk assessment. So you could not have the written fire risk assessment without the three. The ideas of the three elements, the fire hazards, the fire risks, and the how to conduct the fire safety inspection. So those are very important in fire prevention safety. Okay, like that. So we need to have a fire risk assessment. So literally, literally. Fire risk assessment. Okay, we have the three techniques. Techniques are elements. I don't know what. Okay, we have the prevention, protection, and the precaution. Wow. Okay. By the way, according to the Health and Safety Act and Welfare of 2005, Section number 19, all employers shall identify the fire hazards, okay, and assess the fire risks and should have a fire written assessment. So fire risk assessment, or written fire risk assessment is also known as a fire safety risk assessment. That's the same thing, okay? It's the same thing. Okay. So, how can we make that if we don't have an idea of the prevention, protection, and the precaution? So we should have a knowledge for the three elements. So for the prevention, it's already discussed a while ago, right? The main example is for the elimination of one of the components of the fire triangle. Okay. For the protection, is having the knowledge of for protection, having the knowledge of firefighting, okay, system, and it says it already also, and having the knowledge for the manual fire suppression system. Okay, so actually, it's also included there the automatic fire suppression system, the fire protection, detection, and alarm system is under also fire protection or protection. That is active fire protection. So it's a group of systems that requires some actions. That it could be automatic or manual. Okay, so that is active fire protection. We have also passive fire protection. Okay, so that's the for protection. Okay, and now we have the precaution. The precaution contains the fighting, okay, the firefighting, okay, the escape, the means of escape, means MEANS, okay, fighting, like that, the detection also and the alarm. So basically, precaution and protection are closely related with each other. Okay, closely related with each other. Some of the examples under precaution is also under the protection. Okay, for example, detection. So that's the fire alarm, right? CO detection system, carbon monoxide, multi-gas detector system is under also fire protection and active fire protection. So that is under also under detection of precaution. Did you get my point? Okay, like that. Prevention, protection, and precaution. If you know these elements, then there will be no fire occurring. Okay, we know the definition of fire. So our last things to be discussed are what are the sources of fire? Or what are the causes of fire or the fire hazards? Of course, we should know that. Okay, there are a lot of fire hazards. Okay. Okay, number one, what are the examples? Okay, the improper and unsafe storage, handling, and transportation of those flammable liquids and gases or hazardous substances, right? Okay, number two, we have the faulty and defective electrical wirings, electrical connections, and faulty and defective electrical equipment. Okay, like that. It could be the fraction or mechanical fraction, like that. Okay, or hot furnaces. Okay, such as the pipe, like that, under heat, developing a constant heat. Okay, hot furnaces. What else? We have the intentional fire, uh, kitchen utensils, like that, electrical utensils, the heaters, the microwave. What else? The the gas stove, like that, or overheating electrical appliances. It could be the AC, okay, like that. Okay, overheating, blah blah blah. Okay, it could be also poor insulation, right? Poor insulation could be a cause also. Okay, what else? Overloading, overheating, and then wires, electrical connections also that left under water, directly contact or exposed to water and flammable liquids, solid liquids and gases like that. Okay, such as alcohol, gasoline, diesel, like that, benzene, kerosene, like that. So it should be properly kept and managed properly. All the electrical cables, especially energized and light cables in the workplaces. Okay, that would be also fire hazards or causes of fire. What else? I think so many things. We have also got flammable gas cylinders, the LPG, like that. Okay. What else? It could be also simpler one, the smoking. Okay. Smoking anywhere and the cigarette butts. Okay. That's also fire hazards. The smoking. What else? Electrical equipment and of course work equipment or working machineries or plant facilities that are not yet regularly serviced, not maintained, and not inspected properly. Because once it is not regularly serviced, maintained, and inspected, then there's a chance of, it will cause overheating also due to the parts. Okay, like that, developing heat, and then it will create fire also. Okay, sparks like that. So that could cause also that's also a fire hazard. What does I think I mentioned everything? Everything talaga. Okay, static electricity also. Static electricity can be a source of fire hazards. Okay, static electricity. The illegal tapping of wires also that is common in the Philippines. We can also have the fire hazards. Okay, like that. But usually overcharging also of cell phones, gadgets, laptops, overcharging, meaning you did not check it properly. You failed to remove the charger. So it's overcharging also can cause fire hazards. Okay. What else? There's so many fire hazards causes fire hazards. Then we need to know that that is very useful for our fire prevention safety, and it is very very important for our fire risk assessment after we conduct the fire safety inspection in the workplaces by using the checklist, the fire safety inspection checklist. If you are really very comprehensive, comprehensive uh, safety professionals, then you don't have to use the fire safety inspection checklist because it's everything in your mind. You can make already the document, the fire risk assessment. But if you have to have a systematic way of making the fire risk assessment, then you can use the checklist so that you can easily check it out and check like, there's no like this, industrial plug or substandards like that. The cable management are poor like that. Everything. You need to check also the requirements of electrical. Okay, the seven NFPA number 70, National Electrical Code, National Fire Protection Association number 70. So that is electrical safety and industrial, commercial, and residential. So establish electrical safety requirement for that. Okay, meet it should be meet that NFPA number 70 requirement, National Electrical Code. And then for the fire alarm also, it should meet the NFPA number 72, National Fire Protection Association number 72. Okay, for the fire alarm code. So those are standards. It's also linked in the inspection checklist. Okay, like that. Blah blah blah. So many NFPA like that, including the LPG code, NFPA number 58, like that. So many National Fire Protection sorry, association standards. By the way, you should know also, because fire, the main component of fire that we look for is really the flammability hazards. Really, number one, flammability. So the flammability hazards rating should be found in the container body or the labeling of the chemical, the triangle. Okay, the triangle one, we have the yellow, the reactivity, the blue, we have the toxicity, and we have also the flammability for the red, for the fire hazards. So the fire hazards and the flammability ratings should focus on the, you need to know this because the happening will be spreading occurring just because of the flammability of the substance. Okay, like when the presence of the ignition source and the heat. Okay, we need to know the flash points of those chemical liquids. Okay, flash points meaning the lowest temperature of a material that will ignite in the presence of an ignition source. Okay, like that. So there is always an ignition source. At its lowest temperature, it will ignite. So that is flash point. Okay. So the flammability ratings, it should be categorized into 0 to 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0. Flam. 0 na flammable, 1 flammable, 1 high flammable, 2 very flammable, 3 extremely flammable. Okay. So have like that. So as far as I could remember, for the extremely flammable, I could remember it is less than the room temperature. Okay, it could be 22.8 Celsius, degrees Celsius. Okay, and then it could be less than 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, you should now compute now using the equation in basic physics and chemistry. So what is the formula of degrees Fahrenheit? As we, based on our stock knowledge, degrees Fahrenheit like that, 9 over 5, 9 over 5, okay, degrees Celsius plus 32, something like that. I don't know, I forgot. Okay, or it could be the other one, the Celsius 5 over 9, degrees Fahrenheit minus 32. Oh, really? Ganun ba yun? Okay. So degrees Fahrenheit is equals to 5 over 9. Basta review that. I could be wrong for that because that's a very basic formula for the Celsius and Fahrenheit. So this is very, very important in the flammability, okay? For the rating 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we are dealing with the fire prevention and fire protection. Okay. So before we going to stop this short vlog, short of about 33 minutes na siya. Okay. Like that. I need to give an example of two types of fire protection. The active fire protection. Wala dito. Wala akong kudigo. Tinitingnan pero wala dito. So, active fire protection and passive fire protection. So, the passive fire protection is mainly on the materials or the compartmentalization or compartmentation of the building. Okay, so that the fire will not spread easily to the second floor, to the third floor, like that. So it was being compartmentalized. So by using the fire resistant rated materials of the floors, the walls, like that. So example of passive fire protection. That's why we need to have the smoke and the fire dampers. Okay, and there is a duct work. Duct, DUCT, duct works will help a lot in each building so that the fire could not spread easily from the first floor to the second floor, third floor, like that. Okay, we have also the fire seals like that. Okay, the fire stops and fire seals, and we have also the means of escape. That is example of passive fire protection. So what is that? By having the fire evacuation plan. Okay, where to go. So that is the fire exit, the fire doors, like that, the fire escape. So it should be properly labeled also. So the examples are passive fire protection. Active fire protection, so many. Okay, so we have, as I discussed earlier, the firefighters, the firefighting system by using the manual fire suppression system. Okay, number two, we have the automatic fire suppression system. It could be the tri-chemical powder fire suppression system. It could be the gaseous fire suppression system. It could be a foam fire suppression system. It could be a special hazard also. Special hazard fire suppression system according to its design for the particular fire in the workplaces. There's also special hazard. Okay, and we have also the smoke and fume controls like that. Okay, the sprinklers. Okay, the wet fire sprinkling systems. we have because FM200 is under gaseous fire suppression system or clean agent fire suppression system. So like that. What else? So many things for that. For the dry pipe system, like that. Fire hydrant, okay, fire hydrant system, okay. So many things for the fire protection. But the best is fire prevention, okay, because you need to eliminate one of the three components of the fire triangle and for the fire tetrahedron. Okay, so that's it for today. Okay, fire prevention and protection is part of fire prevention. Safety, like that. Okay, very clear. Okay, I think I'm gonna end this live stream for fire prevention and protection. Okay, like that. I cannot discuss what the how to stop the fire, like that, how to do the event of fire. But for the manual fire extinguishers will be the pass. Okay, because it will take time too much to discuss. Okay, especially the procedure of fire, blah, 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 and especially uh, the pass and the fire alarm, what to do, like this, like this. Okay, next time. The past now. Okay, thank you so much for listening for my this is my fourth vlog, I think so. Yeah. Thank you so much for listening. This is Utero OSH engineer. God bless everybody. Bye bye.